and welcome back to the next episode of Planet Coaster Harder Mode. And yeah, we're in the menu here because I want to change a few things here as we load up Everderia. And yeah, so one of the things about the city biome is that there's no dirt. So we want to change one of these in here. And you know, I kind of think this one of these two, kind of like this one, and then, you know, I want to change one of the rocks too. I think I want to change this one, and I really like the Alpine. Let's see if I can find it. Alpine Rock 2, that one's good. And, you know, one of these studios ones, I don't know if we necessarily need that much. Let's do Studio 2, and we're gonna make this another mud. Actually, maybe we'll make this a different color grass. Tropical grass, that seems, yeah, so that way we can have a little bit there, and honestly, we don't really need this either. So yeah, let's get that other type of mud in here. Grassland mud. Grassland Steep 1 mud. You know what, that's good. I like that. So there we go. We changed a whole bunch of these. And let's go ahead and get back into it. It's honestly, we're probably not even going to use those this episode, but I wanted to change them before I forget, and I have to use something different in the park. So here we are. We have some multiple new research stuff. Our challenges, park bonus. Our park bonus is slowly going up, just because we have some scenery. And, you know, we really don't have much money. This should start to draw some people in now that we got all that. This is also probably doing a little bit better too, because the scenery is up to 62% just from all this stuff that we put in. So that's good. We're not going to be able to get anything of those. By the way, we are playing with some rules that I set for myself. We'll bring those up now so everyone can see why I'm making some of the decisions that I am. And yeah, we're really just kind of at a point where we're just kind of stuck. Research, reborn to loop. Do we have coasters unlocked? I don't know. We are still main game. We do have the American Arrow, which I think is going to be the first one that I get. I'm not going to use the Copperhead Strike, at least not at the beginning here. Oh, we're about to lose a bunch of money, by the way. That's not good. And yeah, just look at all this. Mr. Mechanic Man, where are you at? Burl, Harbahal, oh, look at this guy. Get this guy out of here. Arlem Ham. What a name you have. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He caught him in the act immediately and kicked him out. That is, give this man a raise. Well, we're not going to give him a raise. You're doing great. 2 of 3, great odds. We can't train him. Not that we could afford to train him. We didn't lose as much money as I thought we were going to either. We got our mechanic over here fixing stuff. So yeah. What we need to do is we need to get some research. You know what? I feel like this is a ride that we can. We're gonna take a gamble on this one and see if we can get that going. At $500 a month, that's probably the cheapest that we can get. This bothers me a little bit, but I'm just going to ignore it because we know that's not going to be the final location for it. And come on, Burl, you can go faster than that. We really can't do that much. This also bothers me. that this is fighting with itself, but you know, we'd put something on there. And missed sales, so we're still a little high over here. Let's go down 10 cents just to be safe. What about here? I'm thirsty after cheap beef. Missed sales here, 4. So let's go down 10 cents. We're just going to incrementally drop here. And hopefully... well, oh, you fixed the ride, so you get to take a break, Mr. Burl? Alright. You do you, I guess. We do need to fix a whole bunch of stuff, but that's just because everything broke down. Wait, what are these guys doing? Just standing here. Better go home soon. That's fine. It didn't break any of the benches, just the trash cans, which is great. Yeah, I kind of think at this point we just kind of need to fast forward. We need to get some people back in our park, and that'll only happen with Wild Blue being open. So yeah, let's go ahead and fast forward. I'll jump back to something useful. Alright, so you just saw me, maybe you caught the end of me kicking out a pickpocket, but I just paid off one of our loans, which gives us the ability to get another $3,000 loan, which is great. But before we do that, we want to... What is the maximum that I can do on this? I can only do $200. And there's 13 months left on that, so that's crazy. We've been having a pretty good streak here of not having anything break down, or at least not that I've noticed. This person looks very suspicious here. What's going on here? I wish this park had a first aid. Send me cash on arrival. Okay. Alright, Aaron. Aaron, you're looking good. Thanks for visiting. I did notice during that that the Cosmic Cow vending machine had a glitch where if people went to go use it, when they came back, it would just respawn them back over here. So I think I fixed that by moving it back a little bit. Nope, I did not fix it. No, wait. Oh, wait. I think this person, I think we just witnessed something here. No? What about this person? No, I don't know. Oh, okay. Some people, oh. Some people get by it, some people don't. Which is really interesting. Anyway, I guess that's okay. We are quickly gaining money. I think mainly because our whirly rig has a great line, so it's able to just continuously push people in and through the attraction. Our carousel doing great as well. And yeah, so $712. That's great at $12.20. That's obviously gonna drop down a little bit here. Oh no, wait, there's someone running. Why are you running? Are you just running to run? Running right out of the park. Okay, alright, you suck. I hate you. And yeah, Mr. Security Guard, he's not doing bad, but he does need some, okay, we need, oh my gosh, this person's now running. I hope the traffic home. Security has spotted me run. That's another pickpocket successfully. Surely good. You are not. You have a burger in your hand. Look at your face. Look at it. I mean, security in the background. We should probably get the thing off here because this is an incredible thing seeing you run with your hamburger. But you are definitely going to be kicked out of this park when I can select you again. Oh no. Oh no, I can't help him because he's already running. Oh no. Slower. Keep going. No. Oh, no. Oh, is he coming back? He's coming back. He never left the park. Alright. Can do this. We'll... Once you... Hey, there we go. We cheated, but it worked. You stole, so I get to cheat. That's great. Kick him out. Just because of that. Yes, you are getting trained up a little bit here, and we're gonna give you $85, which is good. It's gonna cost us a little bit more, but because of I'm not gonna be able to keep an eye on all these people all the time. This person loves the whirly rig. Thank you, Christopher. Yeah, so that's a lot of what I'm doing right now, is just kind of keeping an eye on the pickpockets. Something must have happened. Oh no, just people are in line, which is good. The other thing, the next piece that we want to do is we need to start planning out our next attraction. And we're just going to continue our grid out here. We do want curbs for now. So let's get that on there. And how much do I want in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 in there. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll just kind of keep this going, keep this grid rolling for now. This grid's going to go pretty far out here, and I'm insufficient funds. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. We had a lot of people that came into Whirly Rig now going over to the carousel, which is great news. And we are preparing to put in our next big new attraction, which is going to be Not and yes, main game, the Insanity, and it's going to cost us all of this loan that's about to come out. So it's okay. We're going to keep it on real-time speed, and because we don't need that extra little bit of money, we're just going to keep this where we're at and get the Insanity in here now. This ride may actually stick around this area, and we'll actually make this kind of like a sight line for this pathway. Honestly, could pull this up a little as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think that'll be okay. And throw this in here. I think that's good. Our exit, we'll want the exit to be on that side. The entrance, I don't know if people can go through the middle. Ooh, that's... You know what, we're gonna take the risk here and hope that people can go through the middle. And our entrance, we definitely need some angle snap for now. And you know, I kind of like this size path. You know what, we can actually... Boy, I'm struggling with this path. You know what we need to do? We need to try and line this up as best we can. And... that's probably going to do it there. That's good. I think that's good. And then we'll go down. And... okay, we will turn this way, and it's not going to work. So, good job for me. You know what we probably could do Okay. Okay, I understand. I clicked on that at one point. Let's click on that because find that. Now, let's try and get this a little bit closer. No, that's not what I said to do, but that will work. Okay, and then, oh, that's right there. That was what we were looking for. Come over here, and we're gonna do the same type of thing here. So we just kind of hold control, hope that we're kind of on that grid or very close to it. Yeah, that's just about as perfect as we can get it. And now because we have this, ooh, wait, there's a pathway there. There we go. And you know what, that's not too bad, to be honest. And just go ahead and get that straight in there. And, you know, we can deal with that. That's fine. And the last piece, you would see a ramp on this side, I believe. You know what? To make this a little bit nicer, we're going to go ahead and... We're really going to... Wait, 2. No, I don't want 2. Select grid again. Change the length down here. And you can keep your corners on these elevated paths. It's kind of weird that you have to build out, and then what happens is you keep it going by you modify it after it's built. So that is all good. And I think that's a little bit more realistic. We will cover up all of this area. I kind of like the way this looks. I think it looks clean. And then the scenery around it would be what makes everything much better. Much better looking. We would... and actually, what is the scenery rating on this? Might not be bad. 75%. That's pretty darn good. We would definitely have some type of hedge wall here to kind of break everything up. We would use the terrain paint to paint this black, turn the curbs off so then it all looks together, and then add in either our own curbs. We'd definitely add in our own fences. We would change the texture of the base to this, so it'd probably have some type of block wall, like brick or something like that, along with some hedge work that would be done underneath. This area is probably the one that would annoy me the most, but I mean, there's only so much you can do with the game, so we would just have to deal with it, and that would be fine. And honestly, what we're gonna do is, if I can remember where I feel like it's in paint. Move entrance. So let's just move this down here. We'll take our paths again, and all that work. We can actually just, we'll use the same type of thing. And, you know, we'll use stairs, because I think those will work better. That'd be something that you would see on this side, so there you go. And then again, we use the terrain paint. We kind of build it up so it wouldn't necessarily look, it wouldn't come out near as far, which we can probably fix that. Maybe we can't fix it. I don't know. This is going to be a little... more challenging. That's not too bad. Except for the fact that it wants to... Oh, because it's too close. So, alright, let's just leave it the way it was. And we will fix everything everything else afterwards. But anyway, our ride sequence. So the best things to do for this ride to get the best prestige rating is literally just a bunch of double loops. I'm not about that life. I certainly like to try and add a little bit of everything. So we go into a swing, a double loop, and then a stall loop. And then we can do a reverse stall loop. We can throw in a reverse loop and then a reverse swing. And that should kind of build everything in here. And you know what, let's go ahead and add a loop in here after the stall loop. And we'll do this is gonna be a little weird, but let's give this a go and see how this turns out. Hopefully, I mean, just look at this thing. It seems massive because of being elevated up by 2. I think the queue is a pretty decent length for this. This area would probably have some type of cover on it, which we will get to eventually. And we're going to lose a lot of money. So we're going to get this thing open soon. It is a long ride cycle, but I think that's fine because this thing holds a ton of people. And just getting this last reverse swing in here, and that should wind us all the way down. So, yeah, now that you had my commentary on how the insanity works, I'm sorry that you had to listen through that, but, you know, there's not really much else that we can do at this point. So, we are, let's take a look and see, 856. That is pretty darn good. That's probably going to put us at that 15. Probably going to do some $15 worth here. If I can figure out where we are here. So 856 divided by 35. Yeah, so we are easily getting in. And you know what? We're going to leave that because I want this to be my most popular attraction. And we're just going to charge the maximum. $15 right through there. Get it open. We do need to adjust this to be full. Max can be 110. That's fine. Wild Blue's been fixed, but we should really draw in some more people. Let's go ahead and speed up. This thing is still probably just destroying it. Yeah. The carousel, not do. Oh, it's still doing pretty good too. But yeah, look at all the people coming for the insanity. This is going to be a big moneymaker for us. And we should be able to pay off these loans, I think, fairly quickly. So, I mean, like I said before, there's really not much else that we can do at this point. Let's take a look at our sales. Oh, yeah, look at this. We don't have any missed sales now, just by taking it down 10 cents. And same with the Chief Beef. So we are looking good for that. And look at all the people coming for the insanity. This ride is just... Oh, they just all left. Oh, and it's full already. Oh, look at that. $1,500 already. We are looking good. We have some things up here. What's going on? Venetian Carousel's been fixed. Guest happiness is declining. That's not good. Our park rating went up a ton. Park balance has not changed, probably because we need some more scenery. Which that will probably come here in a little bit. Oh, we might actually get into that. Oh no, the Wild Blue, but it didn't have anyone in line, so darn. Now, the good news about this is we have two gentle rides. So if one breaks down, people can just go to the other one. And we also have 2 thrill rides. So if one breaks down, they just go to the other one. So I think we're looking good. Oh, we're already at $2,000. This is... Finances are looking fantastic. Pay off that loan. That means we'll have $1,500 at our disposal if we need. But we might actually just kind of ride it out, and maybe we'll do some scenery here, and the next thing we can do is try and get in our roller coaster. But that, I don't know yet. I'd like to get a lot of scenery done here before we do that, and we have quite a bit to do, so we'll just hold off for now. Hopefully, oh, vandalism. That's not good. Who's kicking stuff? Did you kick stuff? What are you saying? The queue looks fast for... Okay, that's good. Okay, never mind. I misread what you said there, but... yeah, the insanity. Look at this thing. 1450 last month. And it's maintaining the number of guests that are riding on it. So, this is like an ideal situation here. This ride will definitely not be the main focus as we move forward, but because it has such a high capacity right now, it is certainly the focus at the moment. Oh man, he's so sad. Why is he so sad? Staff man. Oh, he's got a high workload. Maybe it's time. Or, you know what? We could just train him up, and we'll give him $160. Tyrone Morrissey, he is pretty happy. He's a little tired. Probably also train this guy up a little bit. And oh, we don't want to pay him $700 a month. So this should be fine. The carousel's going to be broken for... Oh, he's already fixed it. Great. Yeah, oh, man, look at the money just rolling in here. We can pay off this loan. And there we go. Our loan history. Already just smashing it here. We're looking good now. We got 4 attractions in. Very little scenery. But the amount of people this thing is just churning through is just incredible. We are looking good. We got... The Wild Blue broke down. Oh no, it's probably this one in the middle. So yeah, we are very good here. So I guess really the next thing to do is just to get some scenery in. Oh, the twist and spin. I forgot about this. The scissor ride. Alright. Rolling Mines. 3-armed classic. Stirred with a spoon. Let me see here. That's not what I want. Yeah, so this is part of the main game now. So the scissor is something that we can try to focus to get in here. We could get it in right now, actually. Which is kind of like a mix between thrill and gentle. So maybe we do want to do that. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button. And, so we are going to, I think, round out our park and work on that park balance bonus before we add any more attractions. We'll get in some more street lights. Oh, you know what? That's what we need. We need to... We're going to get... Let's see here. Western's a big one for me. And... kind of also think Fairy Tale. But we're also going to keep with one of our... we'll get the rolling mines. Just because we're going to need... We need to research as quickly as we can so we can do as much as we can. So Whirly Rig is no longer new, so that's going to continue to drop down here a little bit, which is fine. We got a whole bunch of different things going on here. We're at $3,300. You can see that people are sick. They definitely are sick. Maybe after this we need to try and get our first aid stall. We should also potentially hire a new janitor, because janitors, when things start to go downhill, the janitors are... It's better to have more janitors than one trained up janitor. So we are looking good there. We don't have anything else at the moment, so I think we are good. We will end this episode with a time lapse of some building. We'll move some stuff around a little bit, and you know, maybe we can kick one more person out before this person's looking mighty Venetian carousel. Park entry's free. How about this person? Picked from your pocket into my... Sue Quintanilla. Get out of here. Yeah, you run. You run. You're doing it. You are absolutely doing it. And get out of here. Sue Quintanilla. You are all but caught. Get out of this park. You don't deserve to be here. Sue. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent stuff. What about this person? You seem suspicious here. Nope. You seem very normal. So yeah, so we are... Oh, jeez. You look like you... Kylie Payne. Get out of here. There we go. There we go. Who has a high workload? Oh, that's fine. We just hired a friend. So you're fine. So alright. So yeah, just to catch some vandals, you just kind of, or not necessarily vandals, but pickpockets. You pick on people that are solo, roaming around the park by themselves. They will typically have something like they're going to pickpocket. They'll have an exorbitant amount of cash usually, and they don't visit attractions. They'll buy like food and that, but they won't actually go on any of the attractions. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, we'll jump into a time lapse at this point because I keep getting distracted, and I'll see you there. Alright, so like I said, I said I was going to move a bunch of stuff around. Instead, I got really distracted with what I was working on, and you can see I put a billboard in here with the mostly average Matt logo, and you know, we're going to make a nice centerpiece here that is based off the logo. We are not recreating the logo, we're just using portions of it to build it, because I feel like having it is like a nice touch. It kind of hints back that I created the whole park and everything, but it also just doesn't blatantly put my name out there. So also you might have noticed that we changed the name of the park. It is now Matford Park. So if the logo or the flower bed here isn't going to blatantly say it, the name will now say it. So yeah, one thing changed, the other one changed to completely counter what I just said. So yeah, so the idea behind this is you just put in a picture of what you want to create, and then you just kind of fill it with flowers and whatnot, and you know, we just kind of order everything. Now I did make one mistake in here. and I didn't realize that I did it. The orange between the white flowers there and the green hedges that are tilted sideways, that is a part of the adventure pack, and I did not realize that I did that. And honestly, it's such a small piece. I could put a curb there or something like that. So I'm just not going to change it. It's such a minute thing to have happen that it wasn't even worth. It's not even worth going back. And I do mention that a little bit later as well. So, and again, this at this point we're using some things we're placing down manually because it's easier. And you can see that there was an idea that maybe I would try and go with the whole logo, but I just thought it was too much in the end. And the thing that I came up with just looks incredible. So this is one of my favorite things that I've ever built in the game, and I think it just looks wonderful. One of the things that I was really proud of is that I was able to use a bunch of different types of flowers. So obviously in the different sections you use the same flower, but we used all the different ones, including the tulips, the larger squares as well as the round tulips, and then the begonias make their way in, I think, and the other random small flowers that came with the game. So at this point, I was trying to figure out, alright, so what am I going to do for the middle? That's going to make it kind of like a centerpiece, but also not be super tall. We use these bricks that are a little, they have a little bit of color to them, but it's mostly brown and like an off-white. We use the hedges to kind of filter in some grass there. And then this is a point where I was like, no wait, these are adventure pieces. I shouldn't have these. So I go ahead and I think I try a few more things because I start realizing, no wait, I have things in there. Yeah, I got some TMTK items in there, and I was like, yeah, we can't use those yet. Maybe in the future. So we come up with a rudimentary way to add a border to this, and it is by flipping a fence on its side. And I think it really looks nice. I think it kind of fills in the area well. We get these brick things, and we reverse the color pattern from the original brick. And then I was struggling to find a way to cap, and what do you know, these fences came in for the win again. And just by offsetting them a little bit, it kind of it creates a nice out border with a little overhang on each of the corners. And I was really happy with this, but then still a cap, I could not figure out how to cap it. I was like, oh, maybe I can sink in a pot here, put some flowers in it, throw in a hedge, and I end up just, you know what, let's just throw the hedge in. I think that'll look fine, and the top of the brick kind of looks enough like dirt that I don't think I need to do anything else with it. We go ahead and duplicate this around. We have 4 different areas for it, and we actually use it on the outside of our brick as well. So at this point we're like, okay, so now what do we put in the middle? And one of the things that I did in the mostly average park was a planet coaster sign, and this planet coaster sign just stuck out to me. It is just like the perfect size. It kind of puts everything else in perspective, and I was just blown away with how it fit into the plot that we had there. So now on to building the outer portion of this little planar thing. And like I said, we keep our brick pillars, and we come up with a different way. We do add a pot. I found a different one, and I find this crazy planter eventually that I can sink into the ground, and it's like the perfect style plant with the flower in the bottom to kind of fill it in. That works. We duplicate it around a little bit, and then I was like, you know what, we kind of need the middle to be a little bit lower so you can really see everything. So we get some more of our pillars in, and then we just think the bush that the hedge that has a wooden fence around it, we just kind of sink that in a little bit, and you know, it looks great. We duplicate it, throw it to the back, and then for the sides, I really wanted to make sure that I had seating within the border of this area. So go ahead and again, I did not realize I was using the adventure bench, and they just work so well. I could have used the wooden one that's kind of like broken, but it just wouldn't have looked as good. So I wasn't going to worry about a bench when I could have clearly just used a different one. So we don't mess around with that too much. We get the castle piece in there, completely hide the bench, and I still wanted to use that. And then we go back to our trusty fence to get the top portion of this all set up. And then you know, I was having trouble. Those plants that I put in the pillars were so difficult because the hitbox was huge on them. But we go ahead, we get another one down there so we can have more benches in there, and then we just add some more hedges around the middle area as well. And yeah, this took shape really, really quickly. And I would have continued to do some more, but I knew this video was already going to be pretty long, so not too much else that we focus on here. Also, I do want to note, while we're kind of touching up everything on the sides here, and adding in some lights, that you might have heard some noises in the first portion of this video, and that is my daughter. She was sleeping beside me, and she does this adorable little squeak thing that I just couldn't wake her, so I figured, you know what, it can just be in the video. It's fine, it's not that big of a deal. So that was that. And then, oh, we do actually use our terrain paint that we put in at the beginning of the video as well. And oh yeah, the last thing, I just felt like it needed something else on the outside to give it some depth and some variation. We go ahead and I was like, oh, we can put a vista point in here. And I didn't realize you actually select the vista point. So we go ahead and get that in. We get our lights in. We do soften them up a little bit, so it's not so bright with crazy stuff. But that's going to do it for this time lapse. Alright, so we are done with our time lapse, and I accidentally went into our research and started unlocking, revealing some of the stuff. So we did a bunch of research in the middle of all that. We got the kickflip, we also got the teacups, and we got some pirate scenery. So we're gonna finish off our scenery because we can, which is great. And you know, I didn't realize that I did it, but I don't think it's breaking the rules all that bad. In our entrance flower plaza here, these little brick things here that I used as like a border, which I won't be able to click on, are part of the adventure pack, the adventure DLC. So I think this is such a minuscule use for them that I'm not too concerned about breaking the rule on that aspect. Wow, you can actually see the broken hedges here, but whatever. I think it's fine. I also use the benches, the adventure benches, and that, again, I don't think it's worth going back and trying to fix it. It's really like, these are just, they're nice and flat, and it makes it more feasible to do this. But I usually use these, just these aren't quite as flat, so it doesn't look quite as nice. I just have to elevate it up a little bit Again, I don't think it's the end of the world. So I'm not going to go ahead and go back and change that. In fact, I'm going to allow myself to use those items in small bits and pieces because I'm eventually going to be able to use it anyway. So as long as it's not something that's groundbreaking, like I'm using a whole set or something along those lines. Like I don't even know what would be a good example in here. Like I'm not using this stuff because that's no one's gonna have that. Like we could find another solution, whether it was the wooden beams or something for this stuff. So, or the windows, the top of the windows, or we could even repurpose the top of the fences that we did here. So I'm not too concerned about those. I'm just gonna leave them as it is. But anyway, here we are. This is potentially one of my favorite flower beds entrances, whatever you want to call this, that I've ever done for a park. It's got variety. It looks nice. We got vista points. We got a big Planet Coaster sign that we are going to flip around at some point and put Matford Park, which hopefully I told you that I changed the names. So if I didn't, it's Matford Park. And yeah, so eventually we're going to flip it around. I have some letters. I have some letters here that are kind of like the Planet Coaster font. But we aren't going to put Mostly Average Matt or anything like that. We're going to put Matford Park in here some way, shape, or form. Maybe we'll back them up. We'll flip them around and do that. But for now, we're just going to leave it Planet Coaster because I don't want to use anything from the Steam Workshop. And yeah, this thing just came together. We got these nice little benches on the side next to the lampposts. And, you know, maybe we can catch someone sitting down, but they are functional, which is incredibly, incredibly nice. It kind of looks like it's natural planned seating. Here we go. I mean, and they look. Oh, aside from that guy going through that wall there, look, and this person going through this wall, it is just stunning on how well that works. We also got just some hedges and whatnot around here, but the whole thing just came together beautifully. And we also, in the middle of that, we got a new challenge because we completed our park rating one. So we have to build a coaster and it lasts at least 80 seconds. That's good. We are probably going to do that soon. But we are getting to the point where I have $17,000. I don't know what happened, but apparently this insanity is truly what its name is, insanity. It's a great value. Everyone loves it. People are riding it over and over and over again, and apparently it's like priced for making money because people come in, they ride it, they can just continuously ride things, and same with the Wild Blue. So our $15 thing did not make any difference. Like, we just started making a ton of money once we got this thing in. The Whirly Rig was making money. That's fine. Wow, the Venetian Carousel is making a good chunk of money. That is the next focus for our decoration, our theming. We are going to get that in there. I hate the fact that it only plays music when it's operating and not just constantly on a loop. So we are going to get that in here as well. And, you know, I'm getting sick of these. So that's probably going to be in one of the upcoming episodes as well. But I do also want to get our roller coaster in here. So anyway, that is going to do it here for this episode. I do hope you enjoyed it. I am struggling immensely trying to get to a spot where we can view this and kind of have the carousel, and you know what, let's go for the insanity in the background. Oh, look at this guy admiring it with us. Yeah, this is This is great. Wow. Yeah, so I love this. I'm going to say that a million times on here. But we need to wrap up the episode. So, anyway, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you saw something I could have done better, or you have an idea to make this more challenging for myself, please let me know, because I didn't expect, we're already past the point that it even matters. We'll obviously have some trouble once we get to our attractions start becoming old, but for now, we're good. We are set, and we're about to build new attractions, so I don't foresee that being too big of an issue. So if you have any suggestions for that, we can certainly do that. And if you want to find some more awesome Planet Coaster content, hello there. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, Mostly Average Matt. I'm going to try and get a video out every other week. But right now, it seems like I'm able to do once a week. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.